Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me everywhere on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, under DC Lasair. Go to dclasair.com for all the things. That's powered by Doris.2. That's .to. Yeah, use my affiliate link to go over there. That'd be cool. And if you like what you see, it's a link in bio site. It's great. And you want to upgrade to the Doris Pro, use my discount code DCLasair to get 30% off for 3 months. Okay, the first order of business is very important. And hello, JD Lady. Very important. Hi. It's kitty time. So, yeah, this is the stream until she decides to get down. This is Hannah, if you're new here. Oh. Hi to everybody. Okay. There you go. Had to give the cat some attention. Anyway, be right back. Gotta take care of the kitty. All right, come on. Okay, I'm back. Hope you enjoyed Chair. Chair enjoyed you. I'm sure that sounded weird. Scratch that. Anyway, welcome on in. Hi. Hope you're having a good day, or at least it's slightly better. It's been a year and a week. But today, it's Tech Friday once again. So, yay! Welcome to Tech Friday. We have some neat things to talk about. Going to start off with the Elgato Stream Deck 6.8 release. It's the software version, not the actual Elgato. So, On November 6th, they released an update. We're at 6.8. And they included action sharing and an action trigger for the Stream Deck Plus. So if you want more info on the release notes, let me put them in chat. Right there. And also, if you ever want these Tech Friday links, if you have subscribed to my Ko-Fi or my Patreon, you get access to my Discord. And every time I have a Tech Friday, I've been posting the links in a channel there. So if you support me for $3 a month, you get Discord access, and you can have all the links that are able to be linked by linking and things. Yeah, do the thing. And let me make sure. Let's see here. There was also an update to Marketplace connectivity. So just having to sign in and that stuff. They made it a little easier. And there were some general fixes and reliability things. But the two big things, action triggers and action sharing. Action triggers is only for the Stream Deck Plus. And I'll be going over those. So let's see here. Let's do a proper thingy. And make myself a marker. Look at me being responsible for when I edit later. All right. There's the notes. And, well, one moment. Excuse me, something hit the pipes wrong. All right. Let's get into this. So, go over to handy dandy demo window. Boop. There we go. Check that out, right? Now, this is my Stream Deck Plus overlay in the software here. Get on the magnifier. So, Stream Deck Plus. And this is my general stream setup. The open is a multi-action that opens up all the programs I need for streaming, one after another. But what we're concentrating on is down here. This one right here is the new action trigger. And this specific action trigger is set up to do pages, to switch between the pages of the Stream Deck. So I've set up 4 pages currently. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as I turn the dial that's associated, so it's obviously the far right dial on the Stream Deck Plus itself, I go to page 2, which is all my Elgato prompter commands. Page 3, empty. Page 4, just some testing stuff. Yeah, and I'm turning the dial, and you can see I turned the dial one way. And that's all thanks to Action Trigger. Right there. So first, and this is what the interface looks like. We'll be going over that in a minute. Make an action trigger. Let's go to number 4 here. Number 3 works. Okay, we'll do 3. Go here, you click a thing. Right, you go over to your Stream Deck option, and you select action trigger, drag it to the circle, and now you're set up for action triggers, which includes just about everything in your menu. Notice how my menu is larger. So if I'm just doing a normal, oops, that's the wrong buttons to hit. Hold on. me get that back. There we go. If I go back and I just do a normal Stream Deck dial, you notice my action list is a lot shorter because there's only so many things that the dial does. However, when you make it an action trigger, the list increases because you can basically put anything you want into the dials and have them either display on your touchscreen bar on the Stream Deck Plus or do whatever actions you want. Now you get three actions. So if you turn the dial, rotate counterclockwise, it does one thing. Press the dial down, it'll do another. Or as in the page setup, this is the display telling me what page I'm on. And then rotate clockwise, and you basically click whatever you want. You know, you want to adjust the camera, then I can say, okay, select property, and, you know, I want this to be my zoom. And so now I can click the dial and it would zoom my camera. All right, let me delete that. Hold on, Kitty's meowing at the door again. Come on, came in here. Have you not had enough attention today? Nope. Now we gotta go back. Everyone gets more kitty time. Kitty time, Puddle Glum, hello. Yes, it's more kitty. Oh, it's okay. Here for the very brief time before I have to turn to the tech support lines. Well, thank you for stopping on in. I appreciate that. And hey, look, you got here for kitty time. All right, go on. I was explaining a thing. All right, well, I take care of Kitty again. Be right back. Oh, I missed Hannah. Hold on, she's still right here. Hey, Brian. Extra kitty time just for Urban Bohemian. Oh, you are on go. Go, go. All right. She's so persecuted, the poor thing, right? Okay, be right back. Come on. All right. Welcome back. Okay. So I was explaining the new action triggers for Stream Deck. Let's get back to that. For the Stream Deck Plus, sorry. This is only for the Stream Deck Plus. But very cool. So, once again, go here. You click the wheel. Normally, you only get dial actions and you get a limited amount of things. However, go to Stream Deck, click that, go to Action Trigger, drag Action Trigger over. Boom, you have Action Trigger. And now my list has grown to everything again because you can make it whatever you want. If you want to zoom your camera, any action you want, you can put as trigger. You get 3 things to do with an action trigger. You can rotate the dial counterclockwise. You can press it in, or I use the middle one as a display for my page turns. Prax, hello, welcome on in. Or you can rotate clockwise. So go here, and the one I already set up, I have for my pages. So I turn counterclockwise, it goes back a page. This just tells me what page I'm on, and then it goes forward a page. All just by turning the dial. So I go back to this, and now I'm turning the dial over here. Go to page 2, which is my Elgato prompter commands. Go to page 1. I have all my camera commands here and other general things that I use for my stream. So yeah, plus you're not taking up a button with the back a page or forward a page. Up here, you can just use the dial. 2, 3, 4. And I'll go back to 1. Yeah, so this is really neat. I like this a lot. And being able to set up multiple actions here, so I could condense these, the pan, tilt, zoom, into one action dial and free up a couple more buttons. Right? Because I'll just go there, I'll just select what button I want, press it in to activate, and it'll do the thing. So yeah, it's a way to condense your menus on your Stream Deck Plus and give you more versatility because now you can do more things with the buttons you freed up. And that's pretty cool. All right, the other thing applies to all Stream Decks, and this is the action sharing bit. I'm gonna make me another chapter marker because I like making me chapter markers. All right, so all you have to do is there's 2 ways of doing this. So if I want to give somebody all the programs I open up in my command, I can right click and I can export the action, and it exports as this bunch of stuff, Stream Deck action, and then I can send that to someone, and all you have to do is drag it from your desktop to this button, or load the right click, import the action, and it's right there for you. You can also just click and drag the action off screen. Wait, is it right click? Maybe it's right. Oh no, it appeared. So if I move this over, here's my Spotify action, and all I did was pick it up and move it over, and there. And I can now share this to whoever I want right on my desktop. That is going to be amazingly useful for a number of things, especially if you do a complicated setup or a complicated multi-action trigger thing, and you're using Stream Decks. You can send someone that. They might have to adjust some things on their end, but they'll have the order and all the processes they need. And there might be extra files you have to deal with and things like that. But you can tell them all that, and then they have it all in the order they need it in, and they just have to put in some variables and be going. Or if I wanted to go, hey, here's a window gizmo I like, I can drag it. I can send just that one to you. And I mean, the simple export, and then just being able to drag it and then have it pop up. That's so neat. I love that. All right, so I'm sure I'll slowly be finding uses for that for myself, but that is a cool addition, and the action sharing applies to all Stream Decks. So yeah, you can do it for any Stream Deck now available. This is the Stream Deck 6.8 software update. So once you update your Stream Deck to 6.8, you get these features. And this was released on November 6th. So relatively new. Yeah, have some fun with all that. All right. Prax, can we talk about the thing? Also, if you are going to PAX U, I have to look through it. Talk away. Yay! All right. So, Prax is holding a charity event this weekend. Official announcements are going up shortly. And I will be in the Sunday at 4:30 p.m. game. So the event is Sunday and Monday. Coming up. So come on in. Check that out. Donate to the right good causes. And let's give Prax a shout out here as soon as I can find the right window. Do that. Yeah, Fisher House Foundation's battle for the branches. Excellent. Is the official title. There you go. So follow Prax's channel, get the update when it's available. And ad break. Okay. Yay! Thank you, Prax, for the sub. I appreciate it. After the ad break, we'll get to the other announcement I have. And so, yay, charity games. Looking forward to it. And I did forget to run the ad break before stream. Shoot. Oh well. When I take a proper break, we'll run the proper ad break thing. Yeah. And do the thing. I'm just sort of waiting for the ad break the ad to finish up. Ends up being 27 hours of games. So y'all, if you want to enjoy 27 hours of gaming, go visit Prax's channel. starting this Sunday and into Monday. And if you want to see me, 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah. All right. Announcement number 2. The PAX Unplugged panel, The Fallacy of the TTRPG Family, that I am on with a bunch of amazing people, including Cypher of Tyr, The Opera Geek, Lauren Urban, Painting Pirate, and V Muse. The location has changed. The time is still the same at Saturday, December 7th, 11:30 a.m., but we are now in the Mothman Theater. And there's V's update to that. Previously, we were in the Crab God Theater, but now it's the Mothman Theater for reasons. But it's go to the Mothman Theater now. So, change your plan a bit. Still same time, same day, just a different location in the building. And if you're going to PAX U, come see my panel. 11:30 a.m. Saturday. It'll be good. All right. That was that. Got through those announcements. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I just found out about this today, was the Blink Sync Module XR. Now, I have the Blink cameras, mostly because they were cheap. Yeah, I know, it's Amazon, blah, 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 all that. They work good. And they have this new thing called the Blink Sync Module XR System Hub. And you can get this with a deal with a Blink Outdoor 4 camera for $60 until January something, when the price goes up to $139 for the module itself. And if you're interested, here's that link to it. And what this does is it will extend the range of your Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. So it can control 10 cameras, but 2 of them you can extend the range on. Now, the extended range, as you extend the range, you're going to get less image quality on it. So I believe if you extend it up to 250 feet away, you'll get 720p. 400 feet away goes to 360p. So if you just want to look at wildlife and things like that, maybe that's why you want to do the 400 feet away. But 250 is pretty good distance. And it allows you to pop in a micro SD card to save the clips to as well. And yeah, I have Blink cameras all around my home, mostly because they were the cheapest option at the time. I was looking at things, and they work pretty good. I caught a deer next to the garage like a week ago. That's not something I usually see around here. Or I should say, at least in this immediate area. There are other places in the city you can travel just a little bit, and you're likely to see deer, but they don't usually come in quite this far, as it were. But yeah, I had a buck, a young one, at my garage sniffing around. I'm like, oh, okay. The camera, the thing goes off telling me that there's, I've detected something at your garage. And I'm like, okay, let's pull up the camera at the garage. And surprise, it's a deer. Oh, all right. So yeah, I just found out about that today. So if you want to try it out, if you're looking for a security system, it is $60. I only mention it because I use it. There's no sponsorship or anything in relation to whatever. They work well. I also like the fact that I can plug a SD card into this and just record some of the footage right to that. So yeah, I also got an SD card that I can put into it. And yeah, I'll probably have a report next week on how well that works because it should be coming in another few days. So yeah, as long as it works and gives me, extra functionality, great. If it doesn't, well, it's going back. But so far, the Blink stuff has been pretty solid. Again, there's also Ring, and then there's the countless other security cameras you can get that are Wi-Fi. And if you want a range, because we're all about providing options here, as soon as this article decides to come up, what's going on? There we go. If you want a range of some other ones, here is a CNET article that that's here was updated November 5th. Best wireless security cameras. So if the Blink isn't your jam, here's some other options to consider. So the Arlo Pro, the Reolink Argus, uh, home security camera goes the Ring Stick Up Cam Pro, Blink Outdoor 4, which is what I have, Google Nest Indoor Outdoor Cam. So yeah, there are some options for you. And like I said, I only have the Blinks, so I can really only reliably talk about them. But I'm sure that any of these will do you quite nicely. Now, sometimes they're with these wireless cameras, if you have the Google Nest because they have a partnership with ADT. Oh, awesome! That's great. Yeah. So if you have something like ADT and they have a partnership, definitely go go pair those. ADT runs the servers. Awesome. So yeah, and if you don't know, ADT is a security company. I don't know if they operate outside the U.S., but they are a security company in the U.S. One of my previous employers, we had the ADT security pad system to get into the building. And yeah, so some of these Wi-Fi cameras, though, if you want to save the footage, they will put it on a cloud server, usually for a limited number of days, but that does require a subscription. They're fairly cheap subscriptions, however, if you want to do that. Or some, like the Blink camera, offer you sliding in an SD card, and you can record there, and you don't even have to pay the subscription fee because all your footage is recorded on an SD card. And there are a couple, I think, with that you don't have to have a subscription for. So check it out. Do your research. These are great options. Wireless security cameras, really nice to have. I helped my parents set up a system as well. Yeah, but if you can get a deal on one, I mean, they all should be pretty capable cameras. And yeah, just I think you'd be happy with most of the cameras out there, especially the ones in the CNET article that I just posted. It'll be great. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to break time here, and then we'll go into the usual nonsense and have a nice relaxing stream for the rest of the days. And let's see here. I'm just going up here. All right. Any other tech things I need to talk about today? Nonsense? Why, how dare you? I know, right? I think, yeah. So if you have a question about tech or anything we talked about, like you want me to go over the Stream Deck action triggers or the action sharing again, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. If you want to talk more about security cameras, we can do that as well. Otherwise, let me make sure that no one dropped a thing that was really cool while we started talking. Let's see here. Oh, the other reason the action sharing is neat, those surprise drops will really get you on Tech Friday. Yeah. Did you see the Steam video recording? No. Post a link. But the other reason the action sharing is neat, you used to have to export an entire profile, but now you can just export that one particular action. And it's a file. You could put it in a Discord for someone. You could say, hey, here, and all they have to do is drag it on into theirs, and there's that action. And yeah, and now use the Steam client to record gameplay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Steam game recording is officially out of beta. Record gameplay without a separate app. Okay, so it's available to all users. Version of the Steam client is also the first to drop support for Windows 7. Okay, right. So you do need to be running like Windows 10 and 11 to operate it. And Mac later OSs. Can start recordings manually using Control F11 as the default hotkey. You can restrict length, quality, and storage space that Steam can use. It can work with any game, including non-Steam games that allow Steam Overlay to run. So yeah, if you want another option, there you go. That could be interesting for making the YouTube's videos, and you don't want to pile up all your OBS stuff. And you just want to have some gameplay with some audio. Probably a pretty good option for that. All right, there is another thing I wanted to talk about. I just remembered. But now, do you think I remembered the name of the thing? No, of course not. Some sort of camera software, stream camera software thing. Break time? Not yet. What was it called? Anyway, it was. Let's see here. Stream cam. Oh, was it this one? Anyway, what it allowed you to do was it would, pop up your webcam video, but it would also make it so you could use it in multiple things at the same time, because sometimes if you just use your basic webcam software, it's only going to appear in one thing once. So I couldn't be in a Zoom call and like a Google Meets call at the same time unless I used software like this. And now I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But I'll find it eventually and be like this here. I'm sure there's other software that does it too, but yeah. And so it's also software that you can record from it and things like that, but you can also import it into other things like OBS or Zoom or Google Meet or wherever. And so you can spread your video image everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I have an echo, don't I? Let's see here. I know. Yeah, there it is. Oops. Everywhere. There you go. Let's see what else we have here. All right, we're getting right to the break time. And then, when we come back from break, it will be free for all. Usually we talk other tech things and TTRPG stuff. So we'll be going through that and listen to some music, and you ask me any questions involving tech or TTRPGs or the panels or the charity game. Oh, that you need to play with the sound voice FX on the Stream Deck. Yeah, those are pretty handy things. I really like that. You can assign them to a button. I have these on the Rodecaster Duo. They have what's called smart pads, and not only can you import your own sound into them to press it and play, like my grappling hook noise. Did that come through for everybody? Oh, that didn't come through for y'all. It should have. I don't know why it didn't. Maybe it did. I'll figure that out. Anyway, there's noises you can put in, and like the air horn. Or it can sound like a robot if I want to, Or use the megaphone bit. Sorry, the megaphone bit burnt went over sound. I realized the megaphone made me peak there. Sorry about that, y'all. Oops. Well, all right then. Now it's time to take a break. Thank you, Hanomancerbot. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll do things. I'm going to run some ads, enjoy videos, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Woo! Wow, way to vamp for time. Bat Tootsie? Let's see here. Okay, now I've made myself giggle.
I'm still a little wary. I just keep watching DC's window.
Right. Also, thank you as a board member of Take This and a stream ambassador. So,
this is the 5th baking themed one shots, part of the baking ontology. It will be the last charity one shot on DC Lasair's channel, although he may be available for other things. In case you do not know, DC is a producer, streamer, moderator, and the superior Oh my god!
Ask and ye shall receive.
The Hatamancy has been engaged.
So please follow DC on Twitter and check out the links and check out his Patreon and Ko-Fi if you would like to. If you would like this for consulting, if you would, for whatever reason, like this for consulting.
Production classes are A++.
I guess
this is everything I wanted.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm so happy.
You asked that earlier, and we had no clue this was happening.
I can walk right into death and nothing happens. That's how broken this currently is. Skip the game. Confetti. I'll see, because I'm a hatomancer, I can keep a hat on my head, even upside down. And so to activate gravity, there you go. I activated gravity, and see how the hat fell off? Yeah.
What if you were someone who gave names to such things? Would you call this cake?
The cake boss.
I hate it here. I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. That's it. I'm out.
Just gonna.
Just no.
Hey, no laser zone. No lasers. None. None. Eat my fiery balls, you sack. Yep, everyone's got to say hi to Hannah. There's my kitty. Don't know how long I'll get to hold her, but hi. So this is the cat portion of the stream. Oh, time to get down. There you go. Thanks for being on screen. So, I'm gonna say it's Wild Magic Surges. Who wants to roll 2 more Wild Magic Surges? It's alright, 0.
Wait a second. Wait a second. What are our incentives? Why can't we? There are 5 of us, and that's 100. Why can't we do like 5 max damage?
Nah, that's no fun.
Fair enough.
Wow, DC has been going to the B-Day Vulture School again.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to roll one of these too because that's just fun. So,
Alright. You gave me the implement of destruction and placed smashable object in eternity. I didn't mean to do it. Yes, I did. I just thought that's what I was supposed to do. Exactly. It is what you're supposed to do.
And, I fear I've tainted your good name and the legacy of your show. So thank you.
Glad to have you here for those things.
Appreciate it.
I needed a good taint. So.
Good night, everybody. And on that note.
And on that. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. Thanks for sticking around. And now's the time we ease into our weekend. I went to one of the LGBTQIA plus friendly bars in town, which was nice. It was karaoke night apparently, so I got to hear people sing, and it was a lovely time all around. All right. So, now we look at articles involving tech and TTRPGs and play some music and, yeah, ask me any questions. If you have questions on a security camera and there's some video thing that just doesn't make sense, feel free to ask me about it, because I probably have that knowledge somewhere in my head. Amazing. I know, me knowing something about video tech, it's weird. I understand, but trust me on this. All right. Oh, there are a lot of reviews up now of the new Apple products that came out. So if you're looking at like the Apple Mac Mini or the Apple MacBook Pro, there are plenty of sites with reviews of these products up. If you're interested in getting any of those. And there's already articles on Black Friday deals and things like that. So. Yeah, in general, people are liking the new Mac Mini and the MacBook Pros doing good in reviews. Let's see, there was one other light to look at. I'll turn the music up a little bit. All right. I am not seeing a lot that's really sparking my interest here. Reviews of stuff, Black Friday is the Apple reviews, various product reviews. Kind of what's going on here. No, well, we get more kitty time, apparently. This is Hannah. She accepts her fate of being held for a little bit. Isn't that right? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you went down. Hold on. Gotta get you where you can get down safely. Even? Have you figured out what you're doing yet? Yeah. Thank you. Y'all, the stream is just me petting my cat. Hi. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Be right back again. All right, and I'm back. Hope you enjoyed the chair. All right, let's get into TTRPG stuff. Let's see, D&D 5e things. There is a video on the cosmology of the D&D multiverse as presented in the new DMG. That's up on the D&D YouTube. You can check that out if you're interested in what they're doing now. Springleaf, hello, welcome on in. Good to see you. Again, if you have any questions on tech or anything, ask away. This is when we relax into our weekend. Let's see here. And I just find stuff that looks interesting to me. So. Or if you have anything of interest that has happened this week in the TTRPG space, put it in chat. Any new tech that I'm excited about? Yes, actually. There is. I can find it. Oops. And that is the world of mini PCs. There are some very interesting ones coming out. Now, I saw one recently. If I could remember the name of it, it'd be great. But it basically fits in your pocket, right? And it, yeah, I think it's cool that we can get things we can do work on, you know, size of pocket. So if I wanted to have a couple workstations up around the house, you know, maybe I just have a monitor and a keyboard, or monitor, keyboard, mouse, and then I just bring this to the new section of the house, plug those things in, and I can work in a different part of the home. You know, for travel, well, you'd also need a portable monitor, but there is a lot of neat tech going into these mini PCs right now. They're obviously more powerful than they've been before, and I think they're becoming more useful than they've ever been. And there are certain segments and use cases where these would be incredibly useful. And there's a plethora of them, but some are just great. Like you could even do some light gaming on some of these. And maybe instead of a full tower thing, maybe all you need is a mini PC, and it takes care of all of your needs. You know, if you don't do stuff like streaming and, you know, heavy video editing and things like that, mini PC might be the way to go. There's one out that you can even swap parts recently, and they're cheaper than buying whole towers, things like that. I think it's a really neat segment of the market that's really finally getting to interesting places, right? They've been out for a while. They've been kind of low-powered things, but now I think they're like, if I didn't have the needs of things that I have, I would probably get a mini PC for, you know, just working regular. Like I can video conference on it. I can do all these things that you couldn't before. And yeah, there's a couple newer models by companies I hadn't heard of before. They're really cool. Can I find those right now? No, but that is a market segment to kind of keep track of. Probably over the next year or so, you'll see even more improvements on what there is already. But even right now, some of them are really good investment ideas. If you know someone that just would like a workstation, wants to have a large amount of desk space, mini PC would be perfect for them now. And I wouldn't say that was the case even a couple of years ago. These are much more capable machines today. And they can be pretty powerful. See what else do we have here. And you can also go on YouTube, and there's lots of reviews on various mini PCs. Seeing if there's anything interesting. Okay, nothing there that I'm... Okay, here's a number of interesting things. All right. So let's start off with this. The Goblin King's Gambit brings Goblin culture to life, a new TTRPG book. So here is the article I'm looking at for that. So if you want Goblin class options and things like that, it's designed for Dungeon Crawl Classics and 5th edition systems. Now on backer kit, 100 plus pages. And so, yeah, be your inner goblin. And then here's something that's interesting. There's a book called Soul Cash. It is described as a comprehensive tabletop RPG product that brings a speculative evolution-themed world to life. Ooh, and a set of 3D printable miniatures. It's a 5e compatible source. So here's the article I'm looking at. Did I put that in? No, I did not. So that looks like kind of a fun book. And then if you want, here's the Kickstarter page. I'll write the description of it. And it looks pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, might be interested in this. There's some pretty cool supplements out there right now. All right, what else do we have? A lot of role-playing games hitting Kickstarter. Okay. Like, part of me is like, oh, I'm sending you all to Kickstarters. But, okay. Okay, this is pretty neat. Here's, something called Castle of the Vampire Lord, a 7-foot 3D printable RPG fortress. So yeah, here's an article on it. Want to follow the Kickstarter? You can go to it, find it in the article. Oh, the Smurfs role-playing game fully funded on Kickstarter within just a few minutes. So, all right, there'll be a Smurfs RPG game. Neat. Let's see here. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. WizKids announced its new map building game for Dungeons & Dragons fans, Edge of the Realms. So you draw map cards, place them down, complete quests, things like that. Sounds fun. I'd be interested in looking at a box, seeing what's in it. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay. So we've looked at that one. Alright, nothing new here. Oh. Right, not sure why I went to that site. Okay. If you are interested in the ElfQuest Kickstarter, it is the last weekend for it. There's just in the ElfQuest RPG. Did you see the announcement that Steve Jackson UK and Steve Jackson D are coming together to re-release all the books? Oh wow, I did not. Let me see what I can find here. Where am I going to find that? I'm not finding that right now, but, you know. All right, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there are a couple humble bundles. I think one of them I'm thinking of expired. And of course, can't find it, right? That's today's theme. If you want a bunch of the Call of Cthulhu books by Chaosium, you basically have today. That's a humble bundle. Other humble bundles, if you're interested in 7th Sea by Chaosium, they have Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay has one. Mutants and Masterminds. Yeah, there's some other humble bundles, but those are the TTRPG ones. All right, let's see what time we got. Oh, we got time to talk and ask questions. Things like that. Let me check my... I'm looking at YouTube videos, just not looking at my YouTube page for videos on anything. Oh, you know what? Oh, OBS 31 is in beta. So when it comes out fully, we'll be talking about that. That'll be in the near future. And I've been looking into other note-taking apps, but I don't think anything's quite as powerful as Notion is. I'm gonna keep most of my stuff into Notion. I'm being most of the stuff is just missing the Notion database thing is very powerful. And that was one of my draws to it. And I haven't seen anything that matches that's just baked in. Like Obsidian, you can do that, but it requires, a couple plugins. And then of course you gotta, hope the plugins remain updated. And everything like that. So yeah, I've been looking at various note-taking apps and things, and I think Notion's still the power move. I have been looking more into Obsidian, however, so there's still a chance I'll move over to Obsidian, just because there are things I do like about Obsidian. That uses Markdown, things like that. Pretty cool. What else can we find today? I can't remember any of the other note-taking apps I looked at because I'm like, oh, well, this isn't quite as powerful as this one, or this doesn't quite have the features I'm looking for like this one. So I just, I just fall out of the head because I don't need that information anymore. Alright, any sneaky... Oh, we just decided to drop this information things going on. Let's look at if Rode is doing anything. I have I am using the this is the Rode PodMic USB. I think it sounds great. Works well with my voice. And I have the Rodecaster Duo, so it has preamps all built in for this mic, and that's an excellent sounding mic. And I've also tuned filters and things. Make my voice sound as good as possible. Alright, what else do we have here? Oh, OBS did make an announcement in late October about their video versioning. They've been around for 10 years now. And they're kind of switching how they number things to try to make it more clear to everybody. So there's that if you're interested. And when you get when it's a minor version bumps or a major update, or they're trying to limit major updates to about once a year, and minor version bumps to be more common. And they're hoping for that to improve what they do with each release. Yay! Improvements. Oh, another thing we can talk about, the other broadcasting software that I like to keep tabs on, called Meld. Can't remember what their meldstudio.co is their thing. So here's that. I believe they're still in beta, so you'll have to sign up for it. But they did release native multi-streaming, so they are getting more powerful, and an interesting choice between them and OBS would probably be what I'd go for. I think as they build, like, I recommend OBS because there's so many plugins and everything you can do. And Meld is getting up there with what you can do. Still very much in beta. But the UI is easier to understand. There's the audio controls are fantastic. They really work well on those. But it is still closed beta for Windows, so you can sign up to join the beta, and they are slowly releasing things to them. And yeah, you know, when you just need to produce something and you want to get a quality thing out there, might go, yeah, download Meld and just set it up. It's easy to understand. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. There are some plugins I would miss that I use in OBS still, and things like that, especially chapter markers. Chapter markers is the big one for me, I think. I rely a lot on chapter markers now, ever since they added that to OBS. So if I could do that in Meld, I might actually consider switching over. But it depends then, because if I did switch over, there would be effects that I might miss, things like that. Plugins will be the hardest thing to let go. Yeah. And the other, that and streamer botting. Meld does work with streamer bot. They do have an integration bit now. There are some things you can do with StreamerBot and OBS that I don't think you can do with StreamerBot and Meld, but there is an official integration for them. But yeah, there are plugins I kind of rely on and need. So I would need something similar to a few of these. Like, there's some I have that are just kind of nice, but are they an actual need? Get the work done? No, they just make the workflow a little better here and there. Yeah, the OBS has such a robust plugin community. And there's a few people in that community that really put the work and make really solid plugins. And if they ever stop making their plugins, I don't know what I do. Like, if Exceldro decided I'm done with OBS, I'd be like, well, okay then. Exceldro makes the Move plugin, which is, when we do things like that and have the camera kind of zoop over, does that. Now Meld has a Move thing automatically in it, so you don't even need a separate plugin. So they already have a Move thing built in, so they thought of that. That was nice. But there's 3 or 4 people like that. Like, if they ever just stop making the plugins, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. I don't know if there's someone they can turn these things over to, because open source or whatnot, but yeah. But right now, enjoying OBS. Pretty nice. Yeah. So I am looking at some of the Meld Studio sub actions you can do. But yeah, you connect Meld to StreamerBot kind of like you would OBS or YouTube. And right now they have scene, hide scene, or select scene, that thing, player, effect, state, visible, hidden, toggle, that type. Those are some of the sub actions they have for Meld Studio. And there are triggers as well. Yeah. Oh, let's see if there's any OBS plugins that are... let's see here. There is... Where did that one go? It was a relatively new plugin. I believe it was called Branch or something like that, where you can just record certain parts of OBS. Like if you just wanted to record one scene out, you could do that. But there's also OBS source record, which you can just record, sources on where it was right at the top, just the other day. There's copy brand. To look into a source record type of thing, yeah. However, that's a lot of drive space to record per stream. It is, yeah. The resource hit, yep. I swear it was called Branch, and it was. Here, but now I'm not even seeing it in the list. Oh, there we go. Branch output. So this would allow you to record multiple things. At once in all sorts of settings. And even RTMP the things if you wanted to. Send them to different servers. So yeah, so there's source record, or there's this one. And some people are really liking Branch as a branch output as a recording different sources separately. Now, if you're just recording maybe one thing, like just your gaming footage separately, that that'd be one thing. That probably wouldn't take a whole lot, but you're still going to fill up your hard drive fast if you run 2 hours and say you're just doing a 1080p stream. You know, that's gonna, and you stream every day, you know, Monday through Friday, you do at least 2 hours. That's gonna be a lot of info to keep track of. But if you just do it for special things, it'd probably be okay. But yeah, if you have a workflow where it'd be handy to record an individual source, yeah, check out branch output. There's a lot to it. And I think the big thing is where in their description they have important note for studio mode. Branch output ignores studio mode's program out and always outputs previews 1. And so typically in a, say you're in a television studio, and typically you'd have, you know, a bunch of monitors, one for each camera, and then you'd have a preview and a program, and the director tells the technical director, which was usually me, to, you know, preview 3. I press a button on the switcher, and then camera 3 goes up in the preview window, so that the director can see that, see what the camera person's doing, and if they like that, and then they say, okay, switch to 3 or go to 3, and then I know to hit that and send that out to everybody. And so OBS offers studio mode where you have your preview window and your program window, and so you can mess around with things in preview and arrange them and stuff, and then you can, you know, hit the transition button in the middle there. That'll appear, and it'll go to program, and it'll be what's live or on the recording or whatever. But this plugin ignores the program out, and so everyone would still see all your messing about with Windows and everything as you preview it. I do that a lot on Tech Fridays. I use that, so I'll be looking at a screen. If there's something I want, a window I want to adjust size to, often I'll be in studio. I'll have studio mode active. I'll be in the preview window while I'm talking to y'all, just resizing things, making sure it looks good before I, you know, click the button to make it all go live. But yeah, that's where the idea of preview and program comes from. And usually, you can probably have all the same size monitors now for all your cameras, but usually the separate monitors that display the camera would be, just every individual camera view would be slightly smaller, and then the preview and program monitors would be larger, just to see them easier. And yeah, then you just hit the buttons, make things go. But now you can do so many of those things in OBS, and you know, like you know, a couple people can run a whole studio, and do everything. It's tough, but it can be done with fewer people than usual, than what it used to take. And basically, it just means more work. And this is one of the things I talk about in my producer talk. You know, being a producer of a TTRPG actual play stream, you are kind of doing the work that went to 5-6 people, right? Every every camera would have a separate camera person. The audio, there'd be a sound engineer, or someone to cover audio. Video switching would be the technical director. Then you'd have the director. Then you'd have the person that switched the tapes, and the person that typed in, that had the graphics ready to go and sent them over to the video switcher so they could put them up on screen. And yeah. And so all these jobs that used to go out to a lot of people, that's all, you're kind of all of them. And yeah, when we say streaming's a lot, it really is, because you are doing so many things to keep track of that. Used to be, okay, there was the director would coordinate. Yeah, so many things to keep track of. Yep. There'd be the director to coordinate, and then the director could rely on the person to do this. Well, now we all kind of have to know a bit of everything. We have to know something about sound. We have to know something about our camera and lighting. And so that's part of the reason why I do these, is just so just to make it more approachable, I suppose, are the words I'm looking for. And hopefully it helps out people, and you can have better productions. Maybe I made it a little easier on you, or just gave you info that you can take and grow from, which is my big hope, is that all the things I talk about, you take and you go do more amazing things with. Let's see here. All right, double checking, making sure there's no big, hey, we just dropped this big announcement, out of the tech things we usually keep track of here. If you haven't heard, this announcement was made a while ago, but as I'm looking at them right now, Roll20, you'll be able to use Dungeon Scroll to draw maps right into Roll20 VTT. Roll20 has been doing a lot of improvements on their stuff recently. A lot of things they've probably needed to do for a while. And with their jump gate things. And making it easier, and just making that text smoother. Yeah, so I am liking the direction Roll20 is going with stuff, and I'm also looking at D&D Beyond Maps. They continue to improve. Maps is their 2D thing. So that has been improving as well. So those are the two things I kind of keep track of for TTRPG stuff. And we're going to wrap up pretty soon here. So if there are any last minute questions, let me know. We'll go through it. I will be editing this down probably this weekend, and putting it up on my YouTube. You can see the whole live stream on my YouTube at any time. But there are some Tech Fridays I do like to edit down and put up for everyone to see as a shorter video. And I also like to keep the last hour have a space for us, just the people that come in live and want to be here and ask questions and do the things. So I kind of edit this portion out and just keep it like the special wind down hour for us. All right, let's see here. Who is on? We can send a raid over to. Let's see here. Who do we need? Well, everyone's playing Veilguard. Now I'll probably be playing Veilguard too. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll be playing a lot of Veilguard this weekend, and when we come back on Monday, the stream will be Veilguard. Because Veilguard's a great game. And there's a lot to it. And if I just played it on stream, I'll never complete it. So I need to get through it at least once. So much Veilguard love. Yeah, it's spectacular. Yeah, so I'll share as much of it as possible with y'all, because my streams are my main game playing times usually. But recently I've been up late at night for everything reasons. And play some video games. And yeah, if you can check out Veilguard, do it, or wait till it's on sale. You can get it. It's very fantastic. And then Vampire Survivors, the Castlevania update. The Ode to Castlevania is absolutely amazing and fantastic. Vampire Survivors is one of my favorite games ever. And the Ode to Castlevania, it started off as a parody to Castlevania, and now it's grown where they started a relationship with Konami, so they had a Contra DLC where you could be characters that are, from Contra and use the various Contra weapons. And now they've kind of come like full circle, and now they have a thing they were originally the parody of and kind of made fun of, and now there's like official Castlevania stuff in Vampire Survivors, and I'm delighted by it all. It's so good, really good. And like Vampire Survivors is I don't know, $3-4 game. The Ode to Castlevania DLC is another $3 or so. So say safely around slightly less than $10. You'll have a great time for many hours. Just unlocking everything that's in the base game, and then all the Castlevania stuff as well. It's a lot of fun, y'all. But yeah, Veilguard has also been great. We're spoiled for games. I'm really liking Veilguard. Some of the story things I've seen, I'm like, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, like plot wise, like the world is in more trouble than the characters thought, which kind of follows with a lot of games. But yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I played previous games. That's not good. That's not good for anyone. So yeah, let's see here. Who should we raid today? Let's see here. Who has been on? Loving bringing back Varric as the storytelling device. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it was a great part of Dragon Age 2. And I'm glad they can do that with, you know, a dwarf, you know, longer lived brace, so they can be around through these various adventures that can be separated by decades and everything. All right, we shall go raid. Let's go raid 0 because 0 is in the early days of it, so it won't spoil anything for me anyway. And if you're in early days of the game, 0 is starting a new character, so yeah, we'll be in the first few hours of play when we go over there. So we're gonna go say hi to 0, and I will see you all on Monday for more Dragon Age Veilguard. Hope you all have a great weekend. Please be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks for being here. Stay tuned for the raid.